Mammy,
I rush our when I would be Biara.
So, me who the order, mammy, and I'm
the brewer, the bed do I'm a capre. Oh, no, I don't find a fan of crown, oh, dear, no cano, a two-sini.
And then there's someone who catch me more.
Nameo birthday meet me 5,000 man. I do my birthday. Now to do one. Every chance Valentine's Day means I'm Oscar. Senior.
They know mammy.
Me new one city grammar.
Mati.
Aye. Say no work night to the stars.
Aye.
Into one work with you anyone. That's all.
Why peace him in Omra?
Why piano?
Say you're a bakushi.
Oh, means a million Markushi.
Okay.
And I say why PIA a little bit unlucky. Some of them because they top 4 tickets a man conform beba. And a sen for Germany very important.
Sure.
Was a Chelsea match in Tinia Jumea made him watch me. Saturday some sons be Chelsea match and Chelsea match in May 8. JB as a Chelsea boy. Me say me
be a first half.
Me
should be an amco.
What Kushi? I don't know why.
And ne. Oh, say ne adofo da.
Oh, senior. You do for your friend is saying.
Me dofo. No one catch us say chinchina. And some come dofo eh.
No, we are single now.
When you're single.
When you're single.
Aye.
But when you're married so. Aye. A hooku.
Around you, who am you? Kofi?
But when you're single.
Also, graduate no unti me da kofa. Me da shawo.
Mini madam your shop kese we dum.
Okay.
O se enu we twa.
Ati.
O ne me kwara.
Edu ha.
Ada do say because me ko hu nko bi so baby. Ko body fa.
Ni na ka bra bono. Oba.
Mama la tell you ready.
Oba.
Go for to be people.
On your message ni bi on.
E be chi bi mo. E bi mo se be free mo fi.
E bi ma dance o mo na gu abonten.
Once you dey yanko.
Be fine. Be fine.
Yanko ala. Yanko. As a haro peri tama mako.
Nyankopɔn maka kyerɛ sɛ yɛntam fa wotsa ka akwa yi di sɛ hunu dodo yɛne ɔma no sɔfo no afei yɛasom nnua yi
baso sɛ ka wei wɔware ka wei problem de bo ɛno ade problem do ɔmepɛ si yɛyɛgye saa bɛdi nkɔmmɔ bebree a yɛndi ɛgyɛ boy see the 27 odds 27 good odds ɛna guys ne di ɛwɔ Europa League ɛno a code ne yɛde toɔ no ɛti congratulations to boys.
Oh yeah, sure yeah. Me so. Wow. Me so papa.
Na me met ma body.
Me so one kasa.
Yes.
O de enko yenye program ne enko.
Tumre na wa chiesie. U di tumre so di jiresi.
Me nko tumre bia na makochesi.
Oboa. What also ba ko hwe o ye bad man. Na one name oh eh. Insira 104.5. But one day
me madam for need a UIP. Madam for no.
It's another go she.
So YP what town there?
Yes, ya koshi.
As I'm so me.
Itu no one nebeko.
Pese me no YP. Me kan want it.
YP.
Some people are from me.
Design manager.
Me nyane manager ba madam for no.
Madam for
it is a YP ba program kwa dey SM Kobi.
SM Kobi. But who call
me kwa idi nkobo.
But so call so do be kan ho.
Eno dey me nyan decide.
Unyan decide. Okay, unyan decide. There's only be 4.
It's a wala.
Mom so boss no trade with Saturday. So boss wa kora.
Matias, Martin nkobo no. Asebo we adwuma. Okay.
So na me can say and now Joe boy see the 27 odds and night with the stars me show. Me man no mon kan no kre. E de bia sa de bia stories mon kan no kre. Na mo ni oba ba ko. Pe enye bibia kama. Very important. Now bibia enye easy ma. 27 odds na boys the D night. Congratulations and now. So with me I think that match na really interesting throughout match and run show. Me the kind of ball match. The kind of ball you know. It's second half and I'm sure most of the games and they're very interesting. Especially FC Porto Roma Diana Claudio Ranieri complaining about it was a really interesting game of course, you also say that Echo away to Midland. Echo show 2-1. Fenerbahce Tenerife Eshe Anderlecht 3-0. It's Europa League no so shape up. Galatasaray without Victor Osimhen elusive by 4-1. Let's see. I think say in the various leagues, baby I do no. Shape up Anessa. And we started with the Spanish La Liga and how our table no ababe. Barcelona started very well, no results and all that show. Atletico de Madrid at some point in time. In fact, it was a 10 points difference between Barcelona and Real Madrid. And then Madrid are on top. And so Utie, a lot of the Madrid fans are after that win against Manchester City, and then Madrid will be full of confidence going to any match, whether in the Spanish La Liga or of course in Europe. And of course, most of the Madrid fans will tell you that for them, the season starts in February, March going. A whole almost success is still because Madrid have been good in the last few months, and you will give them a lot of credit. Of course, with respect to this weekend games, so Madrid had a show with 50 points, Atletico de Madrid 49, Barcelona 48 after closing in on them. Which one of the best things Barca have done in recent times, for me, has been the extension of small boys no contract. And I'm bringing this image.
My Gavi,
my
Kubasi,
my Pau Kubasi, almost all of the young boys. In fact, Lamine Yamal is in the pipeline. Somebody extending a contract for him, and it's just in the right direction. Some boys think now what's here Deco say Lamine Yamal is priceless. And just as Gavi Pedro extend your contracts now, of course with Kubasi, Araumo, the place for Lamine Yamal is at Barcelona for them to win. And he said something really, really instrumental. He said, Barca team, no, most of the players in here under 25 years. And he said, peak Barca peak they are playing one. He sees it in the next 2-3 years. No, that's where Barca will really dominate Europe because Eberu Samena, Lamine Yamal, Kubasi, Pedri, Gavi, all of these boys have grown to 24, 25, 26 years. After they will push it up in Europe and then getting results over there. And you need to give a lot of credit to Deco. I've said it. Said 2 seasons ago. Abranoni, Matthew, Alemani, Mo, Hoidi, Cruyff, Mo, tried to put Barca together, especially at a time when Barca seek a same form. We all kept on saying that Barca will be one of the end will justify the means or not. At this point in time, he has been good. To the point saying Onwanka said sacking the former teammate in Xavi Hernandez. Saying they will bring in a new manager. Whatever the situation was, Xavi had to go. And then Deco has done an excellent job. And now a branch of Pau Kubasi 2029. And then the contract and extend the account. Nobody can extend it to 2027. But before that's not only 18. So once he turned 18 in January, Barca's plan was to extend a further to 2029 because that's when they give him that credit. And there is a picture, I know who's a Barca for the posty, the offside trap, and see all na original actually, and my miniature of Mbappe picture. Say Kubasi or the offside master, or CA, and I think there is a really important player for Team FC Barcelona. Frankie de Jong, who needs also a contract extension in the pipeline until say Obabe Pra. Now, what we are hearing is that Barca would want to keep him. Even the likes of Fran Garcia Muñano, Barca would want to keep him over there. Which, there is a picture of Florentino Perez and Jose Angel Sanchez. And anytime I almost say Jose Angel Sanchez, any Florentino Perez and Nambumbiano, it's either say almost operation for or against. To be very honest, say an operation to go and get young players in Southern America area, then it's going to be the job of Huni Khalifa because Nejima no. He knows the inside and outs of getting young players, especially in South America, to come to Madrid to come and get a job done. We will always go back and talk about Rodrigo Goes, Vinicius Jr, Salboy Stinger, and how Madrid got them to come to training grounds and of course to play for Team Friend Real Madrid. But when it's Jose Angel Sanchez, then it's really about keeping some of the key players there and then making sure some of the players they prevent that from happening. Who's a guy because there has been a meeting between Saudi Arabia and Vinicius Jr. and also Real Madrid. Saudi phone have met Jose Angel Sanchez about Vinicius Jr. Saudi phone have been very, very stubborn and smart with Vinicius Jr. operations. You know? Yes, there is a conversation of the World Cup and the fact that Omunyaya, he's going to be part of the faces of World Cup now. Omobebo Saudi, hold on. But Rich, Operation Vinicius Jr. No, one, Nibo Bayeding, a breaking record if it will truly happen. Two, it will take smart financial engineering for Saudi Arabia for to be able to move Vinicius Jr. out of the grasp of Florentino Perez and Jose Angel Sanchez. Rich, given what we've seen with Kylian Mbappe, with Karim Benzema going to Saudi Arabia, I don't know why Vinicius leaves Madrid.
No, me play the 7 million.
Especially with Benzema there, because maybe a surprise.
So, or Sanchez free South America crowd, yeah. Engineering the Abanis Kasama. Romono Masa, or Fiifi.
But so I've been yes,
what two kind,
some Komo and young Komo for boys not no more banana because Vinny Abeneska.
Sikano, say,
and then as
maybe say Ronaldo still at the Super Pesca, Vinicius Jr. be Pesca account. Seleno Messi,
yeah.
Siko Muinina, so I'm to US almost a Pesca be account. Coffee, and Manio say Vinicius Jr. be accepted this offer and go.
So, Ronaldo
from South America.
Ronaldo Messi, and I am Mrena, no, woman, and a baby Trema, and a son as a more baby. You see, we know we are a drink for baby because when you reach at Madrid, in terms of financially operating and keeping players there, last 2 weeks, time Ronaldo had that interview with El Chiringuito about time and free Madrid and whether he's the best player or not. He asked for contract extension at that time from Florentino Perez. Madrid was salary cap, they don't go over. Any Madrid fan or any Madrid star will speak about this. They have a salary cap that they don't go over in terms of wages to players. You know? Now, Sikana Saudi for the day banner. It's too much. Rich, say Vinicius Jr. contract in 2027. He signed in 2023. It is in terms of contract extension, Crampono. Sir Madrid by a proper contract extension for Vinicius Jr. The conversations ideally per regular timelines should start in 2026, 1 year to the end of time. And properly, Madrid can have a conversation to extend the contract of Abrantia, your friend Vinicius Jr. But the Saudis want to be smart. Omunim said, and Comodini, I've not really gotten to the point where they have to get to, and all of those things. Then what they want to do is say, Vinicius Jr. at this point in time, send a up. By the time Madrid for the try some bomber keep him at Real Madrid, no, they will be able to keep him over there and then take him away to Saudi Arabia. For me, at age 24, Rich Sevini called Saudi Arabia more for him.
So
yeah. I think that he has a chance to make legacy, to make a huge name for himself. Oh, Madrid on him. Near a little bit of a stumbling block, and now he has to share the glory with Mbappe. And Mbappe is European. Mbappe lets me pull more strings than he Vinicius Jr. will pull. And even a European in Rodri Cascante, who is a midfielder from Manchester City, pulled more strings in a season where Vinicius Jr. winning Champions League, and Rodri did not win. So if your boss season be, now Mbappe to me the France him Koji World Cup, Koji Heroes. Now Saturday the Madrid Juma. No, the Brazil Campo. People are more going to be aligned with Mbappe on the other side, and Mbappe can pull those strings than Abrantia friend Vinicius Jr. I just hope Vinny and Toraj have a very good plan for him, because for me, we're excellent talent.
Call the uncle, but the way you see Saudi fund their J.
Madrid was salary cap.
Obeji.
Even for Ronaldo, they didn't go the cap.
Now, so if you say you live in India, first kind of man knows it.
But even for Ronaldo, they didn't go beyond the cap.
Ebia Ronaldo no more any age.
Well, at 20, so very good argument.
Ebia no more Ronaldo age in the so Ograwani. To the end of the year, Mount Saska to stay. So all of us all could you can go. But Vinny young. Don't as a fake crown or do the pick.
Wow.
Ebia Madrid be consider Sanya man. Then it's kind of promo first kind of man knows it.
Kashito da asemna
settings.
Rich. Maybe English Premier League na do no see yet to tia between na channel. And bad news for Joseph Guardiola. Akanji out for at least by 3 weeks. And the thing is that Unza may catch us in the coming weeks. Yebehu maybe obi abo bridge na. Because Arsenal are complaining of injury of Kai Havertz, Bukayo Saka, Mohamed Prepra. Then, for some reason, I think Liverpool have been very, very, very good in terms of managing our injuries. Almost next to nothing. Apart from Federico Chiesa consistently, he has been on the treatment table. No? Liverpool have been very good. They found it very kind on the side of injuries this season. The likes of Arsenal, Man City, Chelsea to an extent, and a lot of injuries in the quest for the top four. Now, Rich, Man City Newcastle, bebo, fit and sit. But anyway, Man City and Newcastle over the weekend, no, Arsenal and so against Leicester City. It's a fairly okay game because Leicester will be done. The form we are expecting that Arsenal will get a job done. Then Liverpool will Wolverhampton Wanderers. Yes, under Pereira, they are beginning to get things done in game. And of course, Arne Slot has spoken about Matthias Cunha and how good of a player that he is. But really, the most important thing is in that match, we know that Liverpool can get a job done. And then Chelsea will meet Brighton and Hove Albion for the second time in 7 days. Because the problems are still there.
Mm-hmm.
Still,
good scoring.
Center forward in New York, wingers, you don't get goals from them. The good news, however, from Chelsea is that Enzo Maresca was clear. Said Reece James in pride. He just wanted to rest him, and then Senegal won't put too much pressure on the muscle. For the very first time, Reece James above ball for 4 months since December. That's only any injury issues. So that's a very, very good positive from Chelsea Football Club. Again, inside pre-match press conference now, Enzo Maresca say for the very first time, the number one goalkeeper is Philip Jorgensen in this moment. It has a sharp problem, or sorting at that point in time in terms of getting the job done. In the last 10 matches at Chelsea, and Brighton and Hove Albion in all competitions, Chelsea seem to be winning, especially in the English Premier League. Another positive from Enzo Maresca pre-match press conference was at Brantia, your friend Wesley Fofana. I told you the last time, sir. In terms of the way Maresca won the ball with Chiro, the centre backs, and the job they have to do. Wesley Fofana is a really important player, very, very important player, especially Saúl Levi-Cole as the CCBR. Then you'll be more of the aggressor without the ball, and then prevent a lot of the turnovers, and then deal with transitions, and that's in a bunch of friend Wesley Fofana. So almost 2 months ago, Enzo Maresca said Wesley Fofana will not play until the end of the season. Wesley interview can say already, or you sure say by March he will be back. It looks as if Wesley knew what he was saying, and according to Enzo Maresca, Wesley is back into the team. And then he is going to go on and play for Chelsea Football Club. Not an enemy, but at least in 2 weeks. Which an enemy match now. Without a striker, what is going to be your starting lineup, especially up front? Say Chelsea here about 4-3-3 and I say 4-2-3-1.
Say Gil Swepra.
Gil Swepra.
Momo Kupama.
As a false 9.
Yeah.
Wingers no be one wine. Let's say Nkuku Subebo.
Nkuku.
The same thing boy against
Brighton. Option be anyhow. That is the only option.
But it means that Obama still Jadon Sancho ana. Bobo Jadon Sancho still.
Sure.
Noni Madueke. Nkuku Kopama.
Ebia. Noni no.
What the Pedro Neto Bebao.
I think so.
But for me, I'd rather drop Jadon and play Pedro and then Noni. Because as a
Ubey Jadon Sancho film.
Yes, the way I Brighton fully defending. I'm about with the highlight. You need more directness. Okay. And I don't get it from Jadon. Jadon. Keep ball retention, he does it well. But I want more directness. Then in Fiifi you want to Vinicius, Rich, over Caicedo, and I say, Juana, Fiifi on him. Caicedo Enzo Fernandez, Fiifi on him. Now, Echioro resumes a backo. Sisi a center backs now, so be a honum. Levi-Cole or Tosin or Chaluba or Reese back, and see over right back in the resumes. Now, center back, maybe a Levi-Cole Tosin, now Marco Creya. Into Chelsea Kitabora, you see, but Chelsea can keep their weight with but what is important, and they say reach elbow or right centre back, I say that's a Kukurea keep it with now. Chelsea need more directness. Out of Chelsea wingers, no, who can be more direct? And that's the bigger question, which I think say an enemy on a very big test of Enzo Maresca's adaptability as a manager. because Nicolas Jackson any horror. You don't have a focal point. How do you manage the game in a sense it's all exploited by Brighton for with a highlight? Because Fabian Hazelaka said he won't change anything in terms of the highlight. How do you adapt with wingers no and then get the win? Because City, any team and friend in Newcastle airboard this weekend, it's just yet to be a 3-pointer. They open up from the top and get into a very, very comfortable position in fourth. And the next match is fairly good for them. And yes, then I think you may almost at the tip of the iceberg for Chelsea.
Right.
Jigua, the Chelsea season will blow up into steams already, and people will be the home cover. But of course, years then it means that Chelsea obviously back, and we'll see how it go. Arsenal, Bukayo Saka is still out, 8 weeks, and obey out. Kai Havertz, Gavi say to the end of the season, Kranyadi Kai Havertz. Abe back for Arsenal Football Club.
Yeah,
United.
Yeah.
Aye.
Okay. Zico Costa say now we pay for our mistakes by letting João Felix go on loan. Like Palmer force number 9 and João at number 10. Abranton no one is over. And Chelsea for his own Cologne. Abranton and say Onya playing time our Chelsea. Nti omo man nkona ade similar ndo benya biabo and
kind of from the time when I Chelsea got to João Felix I've been very positive about a lot of things at Chelsea for here. But João Felix, me I was never in João Felix, the same players in Kukuni. Nti any sanga Chelsea got on.
Okay. Nti I want some no. Siko na catch am say ye kono unlimited.